this is Captain Box, and that's me in the window, of course. As you can see, there's a lot of work still to be done here. This stack of wood here in front of us, that's the deck over there, and this is the tables and chairs. And here's where a stage is supposed to be. That's the electricity circuit. We've got some basic stuff running already, but everything is crude, so nothing is where it's supposed to be or how it's supposed to be. And the deadline is looming. Now let's take a look at the sun deck. So the steel structure still needs to be strengthened, and then the new woodwork must be attached. The pool tables is about where they'll end up, but the lighting still has to be fitted, and a lot of small stuff that takes a bit of time. Okay, now that will be the dance floor area, and of course this is where the pool tables will be. Now, to have a bit of separation, I'm going to set up a partition from this pillar up to that pillar, about 1.8 meter height. That's exactly the height of this piece of timber, so that will be about there. Since there is that many pool tables, there will be quite a bit of pool cues standing around, so I'll make a pool cue stand in this section here. Now the pool tables, I've fitted one of the lights, but I'm not quite impressed with the way it's working, because if we open the doors, which we will do quite often, and there's a bit of a breeze which is daily, then it tends to weave like it's weaving now. So I must either fix it with 4-point cables or perhaps steel bracket of sorts. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Let's go take a look at the yard. Okay, so as you can see, there's been quite a bit of digging around here. Now that used to be like a small pond, but before we took over here, they already filled that up. Now over here it was quite higher, but I decided that I want everything the level of that pool over there. So as you can see, everything is a bit wet. We've had almost continuous rain for the last 4 weeks now. I had a TLB machine, the excavator machine here, but it got swamped, so it couldn't work. It got stuck in the mud, so I had to send that back, and now we're trying to do it by hand, so progress is much slower. Okay, so this is the small pool, because in contrast to the big pool, it's smaller. Now, as you can see, it's about half full, but a week ago it was empty. This is purely from rainwater. We had some rain. And over here, okay, there's a hole there. I just stepped in it. Quite dangerous. Note to self, don't step in the hole. Okay, so this is the super tube. Now if you look closely, this guide rails on the sides is actually useless, since it's not tying up with the side but actually a bit over. So if you're coming around this corner at quite a bit of speed, which I suspect you will, there's not much really stopping you from going over. It needs a new coat of resin at least. As you can see, there's some airline cracks all over, so a good deal of maintenance, and we'll have to make up entire new edges and maybe tunnels in the corners. I'll see how it goes as we get to that. Now they've actually used quite a bit of brick on the structure, where they could have just went the normal route of having your steel beam structure, which would have worked them out probably cheaper. Okay, so let's go up. Concerned about the strength of this super tube. As you can hear, I'm just tapping on it and it's making some crackling noises. Okay, so as you can see on this side, we've got quite a bit of wall. I've been thinking of making it a climbing wall. You know, those type of walls where you have that finger and foot grips all over, but the only problem is there will be water from the super tube, so I'll have to make it kind of like maybe set up a roof over it so that the water doesn't get onto the wall, because you don't want people climbing a wet wall. Okay, so the idea here is from the small pool everything will level out to about that section over there, and then this here will be a paddle pool for the kids. I'll set up the pumps to make it some fountain features or something, and then this area up to where that poles is lying will be leveled out according to this section, and a small slope going down, and from that end a gentle slope coming up all the way to the bottom of the steps, and then that will be the route that the kids take to reach back up the slide to go down again. So there will be constant feet running up and down, basically one-way traffic the whole time. And then this area will be fenced off from about this point. Fence coming up will come out up to about a meter or so out, and then up to about here. Coming across, lining up with that the brick wall there at the back, so it will come to about here, and yes, and it goes up to the brick walls. And it will follow the route of the big marker poles. Here there will be a corner up to that section over there. And then from here up to about here, and then across to the road, and then ending about 2 meters before the road, but over here there will be gate with the access control. And the fence will come up to about this point. It will turn over there and come along past here. Here and up to the closest corner of the pump room over there, and then of course it will close between the pump and the slide as well. So the section here will set up the swings and seesaws and merry-go-rounds and that type of store. Over here section we'll make a small tuck shop for the kids for their chips and ice creams and cold drinks and so forth. So this whole area will be fenced in and it will be controlled by a day pass gate ticket. Okay, as you can see, I've set up the unit rules and figured out the approximate height they're supposed to be, and the spacing seems about right.